And for those of you who maybe don't go to church, you've seen in the football games everybody holding up 3:16. You probably wondered why does that guy keep holding up 3:16. John 3:16 says, very, very simple verse that most kids learn coming up in Sunday school. It says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life." I'm saying, Lord, that verse is so common. Why that verse? And I thought to myself, let's break it down. For God so loved the world. God wasn't talking about the circle, the globe, the real estate. God was talking about the people. And I had to think, God gave me that verse because my wife loved people. Some of you may have known that another surgery took place that same morning from a family that lives only about 40 minutes from me. And Peggy had been in contact with them before they came out. And a church of ours, the ladies at the church crochet little, what do they call shawls. They call them prayer shawls. And as they're crocheting and they're praying over where this might go, what it might do, who it might touch. And knowing that Peggy was going in for some relatively serious surgery, the ladies gave her one. Well, I'm just going to, because no one here knows the ladies that did the prayer shawls, I'll tell you my heart on it is that I just kind of think it's old-fashioned. There's not a lot of power in it. And I kind of like the newer things, and that's kind of an old thing. I didn't think much of it, but Peggy's heart's like, oh, thank you so much. And then she realized that maybe this would mean a whole lot more to someone that's going that had a lot more fear than she did. And she had spoken to that lady and sensed a lot of fear. And so she gave it to her, right there. She gave it to the family. They were sitting right there, and they were anxious, and she took it over and told them what it was and gave it to them. And that was my wife. That was the last moment, the last opportunity that I had to see her give. And she did it in her last hours. That's the way she was. That's the way it should be. I'm thinking, Lord, what else do you have? What else do you have? God so loved the world. I thought, these people were God. These people were Jesus to her. You all. Anyone that had anything to do with that, everybody that I met, some of you, I even commented your eyes. And a hobby of mine is just kind of look at people and I read your face, I look at your mannerisms, and usually I can kind of determine what kind of person I'm dealing with. And I saw so many people with eyes that loved, truly loved, because you can't really fake it. Some people are pretty good, but it's pretty hard to fake it. And truly, truly cared. God so loved the world, and you all so love the world as well. And I just really want to tell you how much I appreciate. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. But you all did a fantastic job of making a terrible thing much, much easier. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate that. God so loved the world that he gave his only son. He gave his only son. Stand up, Matt. It's my only son. It's the only one I got. God gave his son. I can't do that. This is all I have. I made him a promise that meant quitting my job to spend all my time with him. I'm going to give it to him. Everything I have. Right? 100%. All my attention. Nothing in the way. That's a promise. And God gave his only son, Jesus Christ. Sent him to earth to walk among us so that we can know who God is. Presence of God right there. Jesus in the flesh. They took his son and hung him on a cross. So many times we do that. We take these gifts that God gives us, shove them aside, and pay little attention to them. I want to encourage you this morning. I stand here with the strength I have because Jesus Christ is in my heart. If he wasn't, I'd be on the ground and this lady right here would be picking me up again. And that's the only reason I'm able to stand here, because I cannot do it on my own. And my son's been unbelievable. 12-year-old boys aren't supposed to be that way when they lose their mom. It's the power of Jesus Christ in our heart. You can't do this without it. If you're struggling, if you have problems in your life, I want to encourage you. Seek out a church like this one that preaches the Word of Christ, and hold fast to it. Take your family there. When the wave hits you from behind as you're standing on the beach and you don't see it coming and your face is in the sand and you can't get up, that is where the power comes from to stand back up again. I want to encourage you to do that. I would also want to take the opportunity just to thank you for showing up. There was no choice here. This had to happen. Whether you all didn't show or not, we were going to do church together. It means a lot to me that you came and did it with us, because we don't know anybody out here. We're out here all by ourselves. And the faces that helped, it makes a big difference for us. And it's bringing healing. I hope it brings healing to you. But I just want to thank you for coming and let you know just how much we do appreciate everything you did for us. Now, I'm going to ask Pastor Burke if he'd come up and